Now, from Wish TV, this is The Zone Extra, presented by Franciscan Health Sports Medicine.
Coming up on The Zone Extra, winter sports roll on, and the Marion County Boys Tournament is here.
How about the banked-in three?
Tonight in the Coach's Corner, I'm joined by the man making a homecoming at Warren Central. Plus, from high school teammates to national championship opponents. Meet a pair of former Cathedral football stars.
I think a message to kids from Cathedral or even kids from Indianapolis that anybody can make it. Me and Pete are two perfect examples. We're just two regular kids from Indianapolis and who work hard and follow their dreams.
Find out how you can be a part of the show with our top plays. The Zone Extra starts now. Hey, good evening to you and welcome to the Zone Extra, everybody. I'm Anthony Calhoun. What an exciting time on the high school sports calendar. In our Coach's Corner tonight, I'm joined by a two-time state champion and the new Warren Central football coach, Mike KIRSCHNER, is here. Plus, for our Athlete of the Week, Olivia Ray catches up with a pair of former Cathedral High School teammates that just faced off in the college football national championship game. And you won't want to miss our unbelievable top play of the week from Lawrence North. Also, we want to hear from you tonight, so stick around and find out about how you can be a part of the show in this week's to come, that is. Now, let's take a look at this week in high school sports. In the mix Friday night, second-ranked Carmel and Center Grove produce one of the top games of the evening. This one goes down to overtime, with the Hounds remaining unbeaten on the season with a 7-point win. Sixth-ranked Cathedral hit the road to face Roncalli. The Irish picked up a 14-point victory as they started to gear up for next week's city tournament, where they will meet the top seed, and they will be the top seed. And it was a good night for Zionsville as the Eagles picked up a second straight win. They knocked off Buff last Friday and look to make it 3 in a row when they get set to travel to Noblesville coming up tomorrow night. Now, it's always one of the most entertaining and challenging events of the year. The Marion County Boys Basketball Tournament is underway this week, with teams needing 4 wins in 5 nights. 4 wins in 5 nights to bring home the prestigious championship. Tournament tipped off Tuesday night. Defending county champion and current number 1 Lawrence North hosted North Central in the opening round. This one was close all night, folks. The Panthers led by 5 with just under 3.5 minutes to go. However, LN closes the game on a 15-0 run to win it 69-59. CJ Gunn and Shamar Evans led Coach Jack Kiefer's Wildcats with 28 points each in the contest. Also in the opening round action here, Lawrence Central coach Al Gooden looking for career win number 500 as his Bears took on Decatur Central. Lawrence Central was up 10 at the half and poured it on the third quarter right there off the turnover that is. Braden Barrett there throws it down with 1. Then the Hawks turn it over again. Gino Hooten here takes it the other way. He lays it in right there. Bears roll to a 20-point win as Gooden becomes the first black head coach in Indiana high school basketball to reach 500 career victories.
Through the years, I had a lot of good players and a lot of good coaches. They helped me out through that. I didn't do this by myself. I had people to help me out with it. And all the players I had through the years and all the coaches, they helped me out. I'm grateful for that.
It feels amazing to be a part of this and the great community and my teammates. We work extra hard in practice to come where we're at right now, get this 500 win. Big 500.
That is great stuff right there. Okay, let's take a look at the semifinal matchups coming up tomorrow night, folks, at Southport High School. 6 o'clock, we got Lawrence North against Pike. And then at 7:30, it should be a good one. Ben Davis taking on Warren Central. We got all the highlights for you right here on Wish TV in the Zone coming up tomorrow night. Okay, in girls basketball, hard to believe it. We are rapidly approaching the end of the regular season. The sectional draw takes place a week from Sunday, and the tournament tips off February the 2nd. Let's take a look at some of the notable Central Indiana teams in this week's class for a top 10 rankings. You got North Central there, number 1, Fishers number 5, HSC 7, Franklin 8, and Noblesville coming in 10th ranking overall there. Okay, and on the mat, a week after finishing as runner-up in the team state wrestling duels, Warren Central claimed the 2021 MIG Championship, which was hosted at North Central High School. Now, the Warriors have now won 12 conference titles, man, including 9 of the past 10. As a reminder, individual sectionals begin later this month on January the 30th, and the postseason runs through February the 20th. And in the pool, hard to believe we are less than a month away from the start of the girls' postseason. Last Saturday crowned in swimming on Saturday at Carmel High School, and both titles, yeah, you know the deal, goes to the Greyhounds. The Carmel boys set conference records in the 100 butterfly, 100 backstroke, 100 breaststroke, and 400 free relay on the way to the title. And Center Grove and North Central round out the top 3 on the boys' side. As far as the ladies, well, the Hounds finished with 540 points to finish well ahead of second place Center Grove. Here's Carmel head coach Chris Plum on his team's accomplishments.
I think at the MIC meet, A, we were just grateful to have it, but B, to be able to compete. We competed well, we set up, it's always, to me, somewhat of a dress rehearsal for the state championships. The MIC conference is obviously a very strong conference. You know, I feel good about where we are. We have a lot of work to do, but you know, each and every day we hope that we can continue to come back, and grateful for the opportunities that we have today.
Tell you what, the Greyhounds keep on rolling. Let's take a look at the MIG Championship results. First for the girls, top 5 here. Carmel, you see it there, Center Grove, North Central, and then Pike, and then Lawrence North. And as for the boys, you got Carmel there again, as we mentioned, Center Grove, North Central, Lawrence North, and Warren Central there, rounding out the top 5 in the boys swimming MIG championships. Okay, so here's the deal, folks. Time for a break, but we have much more ahead here tonight on the Zone Extra. Look who's in the house tonight. Up next in the Coach's Corner, he's the new Warren Central head coach. Mike Kirschner's here. Join us in studio. Can't wait to talk to Coach. And still ahead, 2 of Indy's own went head-to-head in the college football national championship game. Going to hear how a local prep program prepared them for the big game that's coming up here in our Athletes of the Week. Come on back.
This is the Zone Extra, presented by Franciscan Health Sports Medicine.
All right, we're back here on the Zone Extra tonight. Anthony Calhoun here with you. Time now for our Coach's Corner. He's one of the best in Central Indiana. He is 18 years as a head coach. His teams have won 139 games and a pair of state championships. 2 weeks ago, he was introduced as the new football coach at Warren Central High School, a place he is quite familiar with. Please welcome to the Zone Extra tonight, 1979 Warrior right here alum and new Warren Central football coach, Mike Kirschner. Coach, thank you so much for joining us here tonight on the Zone Extra. And when I saw the news about you becoming the new head coach at Warren Central, I was like, this is the perfect fit for that program. A coach like you has had tremendous success, a coach like you that demands respect from these student athletes, and congratulations to you, but I know this has to be dear to your heart going back home, right?
There's no question. Well, one, I really appreciate you having me on tonight. Yeah. It's an honor. You know, I think, you know, I've been given an opportunity. You know, at my age, you know, I'm approaching 60 here in the next few weeks, and sometimes you don't get these opportunities to go back home. And when they called me, when Jason stepped down, and he had a great career and did an unbelievable job at Warren Central, and when they called me, it was like, man, I played there, I coached there back in the 80s and 90s. My heart belongs there. My parents still live on the east side. My in-laws still live out by Creston Middle School. There's just so much connection there, and I really feel fortunate and blessed that they thought of me in that way and gave me the keys to the program I've always dreamed of coaching.
We're looking at some pictures of you, the press conference that day, and you know Warren Central always does it big. And what has it been like for you being back there? Now, you talked about you guys had some little workouts going on with the team. What's it been like? You want to pinch yourself and say, man, I'm back at my alma mater?
That's exactly right. In fact, when I was doing that interview, when they announced an interview and me and my wife were brought in, I was doing the interview. As I'm talking, I turned to Marcus and said, "Hey, I'm getting goosebumps. I haven't even started yet, and I'm getting all fired up." And then we got the kids in the weight room 2 weeks ago. The attendance has been great. The work ethic has been phenomenal. I've just loved their attitude. They've accepted me immediately. We just had a big coaches staff meeting. We're getting that all put in place. I'm meeting with the Parents Club next week. We're getting that in place. I'm meeting with Pastor Duncan this weekend to get that part of it rolling.
So
we are rolling and all feet on the ground, and everybody's going. The reception and the warmth has been phenomenal.
Yeah. I do want to ask you, because you spent time in Mount Vernon, turned that program around. We know you were at Ben Davis prior to that. How tough was it to walk away from a program that you were starting to take to another level?
Tough. Good kids, good people, great community. Love the kids out there. When we got there, they played the 2017 season with 40 kids. This year we had 115. So we had grown the program in a short 2.5 year time from that. They'd never won back-to-back sectionals. They'd never had an undefeated season. They'd never won a regional. So we'd taken them to new places. And they'll continue because they're good kids, they're a good community, they know what it takes now, and they're hungry for more.
So you won the state championships with Ben Davis. We know there's a rivalry between the Warriors and the Giants. What's that going to be like for you? I mean, when you got Warren going up against Ben Davis next year, what's it going to be like, Ben?
Well, it's going to be at Ben Davis, which is going to be quite different because I spent 18 years on the Ben Davis sideline, 11 as a head coach.
Yeah.
Was teasing a couple of the coaches that are Ben Davis that were on my staff when I was there that are still there, and praying I don't get booed. I'm wearing a different color, I'm on a different sideline, but really excited. It'll be a interesting homecoming in that respect as well, but unbelievable respect for the people at Ben Davis and what we were able to accomplish there, and the administration and Dr. Butts and Ms. Squire and John Clark. They're awesome people.
Yeah.
But it'll be a little different feel.
I'm sure it will be. So here you are, you're getting ready to turn close to 60. This is like new life for you though, right? A new adventure in your life, getting the chance to go back to your alma mater, right?
No question. I came home from weights last night. My wife said, "Man, you were just jumping out of your round." I said, I get up at 6 in the morning and I'm going till about 7 or 8 at night, and I'm having fun. For coaches, for most of us, I would assume it's the process. You always talk about with the kids, it's the process, but it really is for us. And watching a program come together, watching kids develop, watching kids graduate, watching kids become the best they can be, maybe another chance to go to college and play football and live out their dream. That's what gets you up and gets you going every morning. And if that's not what fires you, then it can't just be about wins and losses. That's too shallow of a way of looking at it.
I want to ask you real quick about your football team. When I was watching the Warriors play this year, I was saying to myself, man, Coach West has a lot of talent coming back next year. You got to feel like you're in a good situation here with the talent you have as you try to go after those boys from Center Grove, from Ben Davis, from Carmel, and those other teams.
Yeah, no, we're very young. They started, over half their team was underclassmen starting last year. Our numbers are really good, so I'm excited. I've been breaking down film, been having staff meetings, been sharing my thoughts with what I see and things we can correct and things they did extremely well. We got a good young quarterback back in Prince Powell and a good young running back in Rodney Johnson, and just excited to be home. And it feels good to be in the hallways of a place I was real comfortable with.
Well, what a great opportunity for you. Congratulations to you. And I know you're going to do some special things, not just on the football field, but also in these kids' lives, which is ultimately the most important thing.
No question. Thank you very much for having me.
All right, Coach. Great seeing you as always. We're going to take a timeout, folks. So ahead here tonight on the Zone Extra. The biggest stage in college football was set for a Big Ten and SEC showdown. But what you might not have realized, two of Indy's own were also battling it out as well. Coming up after the break, our Athletes of the Week. Yeah, Athletes of the Week explain how Cathedral football program played a part in their success. Plus, we take a look at our game plan for tomorrow night on the Zone. So stick around. We're back right after this.
This is the Zone Extra, presented by Franciscan Health Sports Medicine.
We're back here on the Zone Extra tonight. Anthony Calhoun here with you. It is no secret that Cathedral football produces great players. In fact, they've got 13 state championships to prove it. But today we're taking a closer look at one of the few teams that doesn't have a trophy in the case. But according to our Olivia Ray, is still finding ways to make the Irish proud.
It's definitely a surreal feeling. You walk out on that field and the lights are a little bit brighter, and I couldn't have seen this coming.
Emil Ekiyor was just one of two four-star prospects that played for Rick Streif's Cathedral team back in 2015 and 16. The other was a year ahead of him, a stud linebacker named Pete Warner.
You come to Cathedral, you hope to get a chance to play high-level high school football, which Pete and Emil were key players on both of those teams, and we knew that we had something special with those guys.
The Irish standouts went their separate ways, Emil following a scholarship to Tuscaloosa, and Pete playing 4 seasons for the Buckeyes. And so it wasn't until Monday that they stepped back onto the same field again at the College Football National Championship game.
Pretty cool seeing like a familiar face across the line, and we know we had some talks during the game, talking a little trash to each other. So I just love competing against one of my friends. It's good that 2 kids from Indianapolis can be on that big stage.
It's just so special, and to see them compete against each other. There was even a part there a couple times during the course of the game where Emil was trying to block Pete. And
it was just like the good old high school days, spin on Cathedral's practice field, which is exactly where both of them claim to have picked up the skills that turned them into 2 of the top players in the nation.
But they taught me everything about work ethic and what it means to put on that Irish uniform, and then now it's transferred to what it means to put on this Buckeye uniform. But the importance of accountability, work ethic, that was kind of the standard there at Cathedral.
And a standard that translates into national championship contenders. So listen up, future football stars. Anybody
can make it, and me and Pete are 2 perfect examples. We're just 2 regular kids from Indianapolis and who worked hard and followed their dreams. So anything is possible, and if you put your mind to it, you can do it.
Olivia Ray, Wish TV, wishtv.com, and follow us on Facebook.
Thanks a lot, Olivia. What a great story there. What a great 2 athletes there. All the best to them. Okay, time for a break, but more still to come here tonight on the Zone Extra, including our play of the week. Plus, we look ahead to a great Friday of high school basketball in the zone. That's coming up tomorrow night. We'll get you the game plan next.
This is the Zone Extra, presented by Franciscan Health Sports Medicine.
All right, back here on the Zone Extra tonight, one of our favorite parts of covering high school sports is the passion of both the players and the fans in the stands. The school spirit we see is incredible everywhere we go. And each fall, you guys know the deal, we award the prestigious Zone banner to the school with the best spirit. Congratulations again to Westfield. Banner season may be over, but we are always on the lookout for great school spirit across Central Indiana, whether it's in person, socially, distance, or virtually. Being creative and the passion make high school sports special. Keep showing us why your school has the best spirit, and we can't wait for a brand new battle for the Zone banner coming up next fall. All right, time now to take a look at our play of the week. Each week we will feature one of the top plays from the world of high school sports here in Central Indiana. Plus, we want you to get involved. We will tell you how your video can be featured on a future show. But first, here is this week's top play. You've seen her before on the Zone Extra. Lawrence North trailing Homestead by 3 with a second to go. Jayla Smith beats the buzzer. It's good. What an incredible shot to force overtime. Let's take another look at it again. You see it right there. Wow, of course, one of the leading Miss Basketball candidates. Our crew's out covering high school sports. See a lot of great action. We want to see your best play every week, too. Submit them to us using the hashtag #TheZoneExtra. And Mighty TV Channel 23 is your local high school sports. For sports, that is, coming up in minutes, is Rivalry Night in girls basketball as Jayla Smith and defending state champion Lawrence North hosts Lawrence Central. You can see the game live coming up. Mighty TV Channel 23 at 7:30. And on Saturday, and even more girls basketball action. Mick as Coach Dan Binge and his Ben Davis Giants hit the road to face Pike. That's game tips off Mighty TV coming up on Saturday afternoon at 1:30. And it's a big night of high school basketball across Central Indiana coming up tomorrow as well. We've got you covered. Here's a look at our game plan for the games coming your way tomorrow here on Wish TV. Center Grove against Franklin. Greenwood Christian taking on Greenwood. Westfield against HSC. Zionsville against Noblesville. That's just some of the games we'll have for you coming up on the Zone tomorrow night, 11:08, right here on Wish TV. All right. Thank you so much, folks, for watching the Zone tonight. I'm Anthony Calhoun. We appreciate it. We're back here next Thursday, 7 o'clock here on Wish TV.